Hey everyone. It's been 2 months since I first applied this Cerakote Rapid Ceramic Wheel Sealant to the wheels of my 2024 Golf R. And so this is a 2-month follow-up. If you haven't watched the other ones, I did an initial application video, and I also did a 1-month follow-up. So this is the 2-month follow-up to that. If you just, if you don't feel like watching the whole video, I'll just give you a quick summary to start. It's holding up really nicely. It's helping the wheels stay cleaner looking longer. When I do go and clean them, it's making them much easier to clean. So these are the stock pads and the stock rotors, right? And there's just something about the combination of this where the brake dust really builds up quickly on these gloss black wheels, and so you can wash the car and the paint and everything looks perfectly clean. But, once you've driven this car, a couple of times, even if you're just like going to coffee and cars, right? You wash the car, you could drive to coffee and cars, and by the time you get there, your wheels look like you never even washed them, right? It's that bad, right? Without a coating. So this coating has really helped out a lot. Like I said, it really helps keep these wheels looking nicer for longer. So what you'll see here, right, I'm just going to do a quick swipe on one of these spokes here. So you can see there's a little bit of this dust on my finger. So that is not bad, right? Like it's been 2 weeks since I washed the car, and that level of buildup for only 2 weeks is extremely minimal, right? Now I want to kind of show you something about this type of brake dust, right? So like it sticks to surfaces, right? And so what would happen right before I applied this sealant is you would just get layers and layers and layers of this brake dust. And instead of your wheels looking glossy and black, they would start to take on this hazy gray look, and that happened really, really quickly, right? So I can tell, just looking through the camera that this wheel, to the average person looks pretty clean. I can tell that it's dirty, but to the average person, it still looks pretty clean. So that tells me that this product is working well. It's doing what it's doing, or it's doing what it's intended to do, right? So next, we're going to give these a quick cleaning, and I want to show you how easy this is. So without this product, right, before I started using this, every time I washed the wheels, right, I would have to break out the heavy wheel cleaner, Adam's Wheel and Tire, Dark Fury, something like that, right? Spray it all over the wheel, spray it all over the tire, right? Scrub the tire, agitate the wheel, right, to get all that off, right? And then again, like I said, as soon as you drive the car, that brake dust was right back. With this ceramic sealant applied, I don't need to use any heavy duty cleaner, right? No APC, no Adam's Wheel and Tire, no Dark Fury, whatever, right? To get these clean, I can just use a simple rinseless wash, and I'm going to demonstrate that right now. Okay, here we go. So in a electric pump sprayer, this is standard dilution, 256:1 O&R. A little bit of that all around. Don't even need to let it dwell. Going in with a microfiber wash pad, hitting this up, getting all inside these spokes. Now look, this is not a deep cleaning, right? I'm not getting inside the wheel barrels, right? I save that type of cleaning for when I, get out the foam and all that stuff and do a traditional bucket wash, right? This is just a wheel face wash. But again, no harsh chemicals, guys. Like that's what I love about using this Cerakote sealant is I don't have to use any crazy chemicals. I'm just using rinseless wash. You can see I'm not even, really taking my time. I'm just doing a quick wipe down of the face. And it looks really good, right? It's clean. So the next thing you can see here, I'll show you real quick. You can see all the dirt that came off of there. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera right in there, right? But all that brake dust came off with very little work, very little agitation. So the next step that I like to do is I take one of these. This is a microfiber cleaning mitt, right? This is not really a car product. It's kind of made for like house cleaning, dusting, things like that. The microfiber is pretty thick. These cost like $2 on Amazon, come in a bunch of different colors, right? So now I want to get behind the spokes I'm just gonna spray a little Rinseless on this glove here, right? And I'm just gonna go right behind each of the spokes. Get up in that lip, right up in there, right? Maybe get the caliper a little bit. Get behind each of the spokes as best I can. Again, I'm not doing some super crazy deep cleaning, right? I'm just getting what I can. Not spending a whole lot of time. All right, get in that lip there. And that's it, right? So now I'm gonna pick this back up again. I'm gonna hit it with a little of my Rinseless. I'm gonna go around the tire a couple of times, clean off the surface dirt of the tire. All right. Now that looks good, right? Looks good on camera, looks good to my eyes. I'm happy with that. Again, it's not a deep cleaning, right? I didn't get inside the barrels and stuff like that, but from the outside, right, from a few feet away, that's a clean wheel, right? I'm happy with that. So next, take this glove off real fast. Hold on. All right, next, the wheel's not even that wet. I'm gonna take my little blower here. Blow it. Clean microfiber. Let's check my work. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good, right? Let's see how clean we got the tire just with Rinseless. All right, so still some dirt on the tire. I'm not too surprised at that, right? Not too surprised at that. Again, this is not a deep cleaning, right? But try this stuff out, guys. If you've got like performance brakes, right, and you've got these gloss black wheels that just always look dirty, give this stuff a try. I love this product, and I hate being so overly enthusiastic about something because people are always like, oh, you're promoting the product or whatever. I have no ties to Cerakote. I paid for this myself, right? I just love that I found a product that is so easy to apply, right? That saves me so much time and energy, and it saves me money because I'm not having to use those expensive chemicals nearly as often to keep these wheels looking the way that I want them to. So anyway, I won't say any more about the product, right? You've got to judge for yourself. If you want to try it out, go ahead. If not, I think you're missing out, right? I think this is a great product. I think it'll help you. But I'm going to let the wheel kind of speak for itself. So hope you like this. Hope this is helpful. I am going to keep doing this every month. I'm going to see how long this product lasts, right? So we're at 2 months. If it can make it to 3, I will be extremely happy. Take care, guys.